Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Billy. My voice may sound like a dog today. Yes, it's because I'm having a cold. I'm sorry for that. And today I like to talk about the mental health issue for online students. And I will try to not sound too depressed. But the reason why I want to talk about it is I've been having online classes for 6 weeks now, and I'm not feeling so well recently, especially after I got the grade from my first few assignments. I kind of have a couple mental breakdowns last week, and now it's a midterm break. I thought it would be nice for me to share with you guys. So if you're also doing online classes or you want to start your semester online, this will help you. I started to realize the changes in my mental status from last week, as I mentioned, when I got the grade. But now I think about it, I don't think everything happened like suddenly. Like some symptoms just kind of build up gradually, and it was so subtle at first that I couldn't even realize it. So I have several very funny symptoms to my breakdowns, and some of you may even not call it a mental breakdown, but it is kind of to me because it's really annoying. Symptom number one, as you can see, this is my room, and I live and study here most of the time when I'm doing online classes. And sometimes in the morning, when I try to sit down here and to study in front of my computer, my body just get a little itchy everywhere. It kind of like distract me. But the funny thing is, if I stand up and go out, it would just suddenly disappear. And I think that's just the way my body reacts to me studying here in this tiny room all the time. My body is not happy with that. And symptom number two is that I will sometimes have weird ideas unconsciously. For example, when I got the grade and it wasn't so good, I tried to study more, but my brain was kind of telling me, Billy, you don't understand English. And from that moment on, I couldn't understand anything that I'm reading or listening to. And if I'm like have to talk to someone, I just miss words and just completely misunderstood. And that's just probably a confidence issue, but it's weird because it just changed your mindset completely after one idea deep down in your mind. But I know it's not true because I can obviously speak and reading English at some level. I also have some other more common symptoms that you guys may experience. Number one, I can get easily irritated by people around me. I live with my parents now, and sometimes, it can be hard to live with different generations. But the blame was on me because even when they're trying to do nice things to me, and I got upset somehow, I don't know why. And second thing is I get very sensitive to noises, but sometimes not my fault because there's renovation upstairs in the daytime, and there are kids playing outside, and they're super loud here in my complex. But I do have to admit that those things affect me a lot when I'm studying. I try to use earplugs. I try to close the windows and play music, but it just didn't help when I was like annoyed by those things. I would keep on thinking about it until I just completely lose my mind. And another symptom I forgot to mention is that I can sleep a lot now. And that's a problem because I cannot get up in the morning. There's a time difference between China and Australia, and sometimes we would have like classes very early in the morning. I could do all these things like in the beginning of the semester, but now it's almost impossible to get up. And it's not a big problem since I can just watch the records, but I just hate to think that I'm losing the control of my life now. Speaking of losing control, the reason why the lighting changed just now is because my parents asked me to have dinner and I kind of had to go. Um, I guess this is part of the cause for my anxiety. Like, I'm so used to living by myself. Now, suddenly moving back to live with my parents, they are still used to the way they control their kids. Like, when you're gonna get up, when you're gonna go to sleep, when you will have like meals. And sometimes they will have like family events for like festivals, and you kind of have to go. I'm not saying like this is necessarily a bad thing, but personally, I don't like people to change my plan. And if you will take my time, I wish you to inform me, but that's absolutely not the case when you're in a Chinese family. And apart from living with my family, I think another cause for my anxiety is that I'm so isolated from my peers and friends. Before moving back to Chengdu to study online, I was in Shanghai where I did my bachelor's degree. I was there for 5 years. So basically, I was always surrounded by classmates, friends, people of my age, people who think like me. And I think I took it for granted until like now I realized how important my friends are because I'm the kind of person who always rely on friends during the hard time. Like now, I'm studying online and it's a completely new environment and it's a different language and I really need like friends around me to support me. Even sometimes just being there makes me feel supported. But I don't have it now. And that's just gonna be a problem for me that I need to deal with it. That actually leads to another problem I have. Because I'm not having support from my friends, sometimes I would just do it by myself and seek for help by myself, and that would take a long time. And as you know, ANU workload is a lot, and I'm first time studying abroad in English. That's just a lot of work for me, and I study all the time, which gives me no time to seek help from friends or to talk to friends or make friends online. It's all the things that are possible when you're too busy studying. Another big cause of my anxiety is the feeling of uncertainty for the future. Like, I know this can affect me a lot because I had experienced this, but this time it's just the question that everybody has been asking since the beginning of 2020, which is when we can go to Australia. Like, you know what the most annoying thing is? There was always news telling you, oh, the border's gonna open soon. They're having this plan, they're having that plan to take the international students back. But it's been more than a year now, and still we don't have any clear answer or plans to take us to Australia. And you know what? I'm just so tired of even looking at any news now because I don't want any fake hope. I don't want to based on my decision on all this biased news. Nothing is really working.
2,000 years later.
Wow, that was a lot of negative energy, and it's getting dark, so I want to quickly sum up in a more positive way. In my mind, the most important two things to deal with mental issues are first, you have to notice the changes, and second, you have to talk about it. So this may sound simple, but it's actually not because it takes a lot of courage and self-consciousness to really deal with mental issues. So first, you need to notice the changes in your mind because sometimes it can be very subtle, sometimes it's temporary, sometimes you don't think it even matters. But you have to keep them in mind just in case they build up and they last for too long, and that can be a signal for you to seek for help. And second, to talk about it. I already feel so much better by talking with you guys, honestly. But sometimes it can be hard for people to talk about their feelings, their weaknesses, and their vulnerability. And that is the reason why mental health issues can be dangerous, because it can close people up. So it is really important for you to build up the channels for communication. Like you can talk with your friends, talk with your family, you can talk with your teachers or classmates, or book a consultation of the mental health group of university. I think that's always free and available. But I also have to keep in mind that it's eventually up to you to solve the problem. Like your friends can offer you support and advice, but eventually you're gonna have to go through your problems by yourself and find the right solution for you to deal with it. in the end, I really want to say thank you for watching the whole video because as you can see, it took me a long time to shoot this one, and sharing with you guys everything has already made me feel much better. And I'm sorry for the changing of the lighting. It looks probably horrible now, but if you do have any other advice on dealing with the anxiety doing online classes, please share it with me in the comments. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.